Hi and welcome to this video. Today we will continue talking about password attacks, and today we will use, or I will explain, cluster bomb attacks. In this video we will use Kali Linux and OWASP Web Broken Applications. Kali Linux is going to be the machine that we're going to work with, and OWASP is going to be our target. And we will use also Burp Suite. Let me open my Kali Linux. Let me start Burp Suite. We can start with with the default Burp Suite. No need to do anything like to create a project or to save it. This is just going to be a demo. But before we continue, this is just going to be for learning purpose. So please do not use it to target anyone, because in a real-time scenario, it's not that easy as you see it in this tutorial. So most of the websites are well protected. And this is just to explain to you how it works. And in general, you need really a lot of resources to perform such an attack. And the chance to get through and break a password is really very, very little. Unless the user has a very easy password or the website is not well protected against such attacks. And that's your job as a penetration tester to find out if the website is well protected, if the password policy is good in this website or not. Now let's get started. So I have now Burp Suite, and we can go to the proxy. So no need to configure your Firefox. You can just run the integrated browser inside Burp Suite. And as you see here, let's go to open browser. And here, let's go to our web app, OWASP Broken Web Applications. And then we need to go to OWASP Breaks. And here, login pages, and we need login number 1. And here, let me test the login page. So wrong username or password. And now let me turn on the intercept and go back to the browser and again try. And when we turn on the intercept, all the requests are going to go from the browser to Burp Suite. And here we have two options. Either we forward them, this means we proceed, or we drop them. And let me now submit. So now the Burp Suite is automatically active. This is the benefit of using the integrated browser. And now we are inside the request here. And to perform the attack, we need to send this to the intruder. And now with right mouse click, we can send it to the intruder. Now, as you can see, the intruder is orange. So we move to the intruder, and now here we have the request. So it's a post request. And here we have the parameters or the variables. So we have the username is test, and we have the password test. And now with 2 clicks on that username, we can add it as a variable. So we call it payload marker. So we mark it here. Then we go to the password. We do the same, 2 clicks. It's highlighted, and then we add it. And now we need to change from sniper, because sniper, we can use just one payload. We need to move to cluster bomb. And with a cluster bomb, we can use 2 payloads. And now, after changing the attack type to cluster bomb, we can move to payload. And here under payload, we have now payload set 1 and 2. We need to load a new list. And here we can go to it. And I have here my word lists. I have also a video explaining where to find these word lists. and we can go to HTTP default users, and then we press on open. And now we have here 14. Now we move to the payload number 2. And here we will load the HTTP default password. And now open. And now we have two lists. What's still missing to perform the payload? We need the message that we get if we enter wrong username or password. And we need to add it to the attack. So when we hit the wrong username or a password, Burp Suite is going to know, okay, this was wrong. And if it's not wrong, means that it's the correct one. I will show you later where to see all these. So now let's go to the settings here. First, let's get the message. The message is here, wrong username or password. Let me just copy it. And let me go here to the settings, and under the settings we have grip match. And here there's a small explanation. These settings can be used to flag result items containing specified expressions. And we can clear it here all and then add the message that we got from the page. And then we press on add and go back to the payload. And here under payloads, we can start now our attack. And as you can see, we got 1, which means this is wrong. Under this here, you can see this. Let me make it a little bit bigger. So this is the message. So if we get 1, this means that we got the message here. So this means that it's wrong. But here, it's interesting. With admin and admin, we have no result, which means this is the right username and password. I'm gonna stop now and I'm gonna try to use, or let me go to Firefox. And in Firefox, I have the same page. I'm not gonna stop the attack now. And here, let me go to login and login 1. And here we can use admin and then admin. And here you can see we have successfully logged in. And that's how you perform a cluster bomb attack. So in this attack, you can use 2 payloads. And as I mentioned already, in real-time scenario, you need more words, you need or bigger lists and more resources. And this is like a virtual machine with 2 gigabyte RAMs, so it's very slow. Let me go back to, yeah, you can see it's still at 85, so you need more resources to perform such attacks. I'm gonna stop it. If you have any question, please leave a comment and don't forget to like and subscribe.